today by the great George Kolovos. Welcome,
Thanks, Timmy.
George.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
Mate, you and I bond over a lot of things in life, rugby league being one of them, real estate being another. We're of course here today to talk about real estate. What are you seeing at the moment in this market?
Look, I'm still seeing quite a bit of interest, especially from Sydney, but a lot more caution. People are circumspect. They're not less motivated, but they're very cautious about progressing with a sale. I'm seeing nerves on both the vendor and the buyer side of things, but it's certainly improved enormously from where we were late last year, where it was pretty quiet.
Is it picking up the last few weeks? It's a conversation in the market for me the last few weeks, that it's picking up and there's the momentum. Are you seeing that?
Yeah, I am. Okay. And what I'm hearing anecdotally from around the place, from buyers, sellers, all sorts of people, is that this is the new normal. So people are coming to accept, albeit reluctantly, that inflation is tiptoeing and the interest rates are where they are, but people are making lifestyle choices irrespective of that, independent of those things, and looking to move into the area.
When speaking to your vendors, are people wanting to test their properties off market? Are you seeing more off market conversations?
Yeah,
at the moment?
definitely. So a natural transition, any kind of segue to a sale, typically is, George, look, we're considering a sale, we're not sure, we're weighing up our options. Do you have any buyers off market? And of course, our relationship comes into effect there, because I can put a call into you and we can talk about that. But it's a step-by-step process, whereas in the market, say 2 years ago, it was more transaction-based. We know we're going to have buyers. There's a tsunami of buyers coming from Sydney, and they'll go straight to market and they'll have 5 or 6 buyers there. And at that time, we were pretty much order takers. We weren't really selling. Now, you've got to actually deal with the nuances of buyers and sellers.
Speaking off market again, for me, off market, it's a real love-hate relationship, so to speak. It's you can have this match made in heaven where you marry up a buyer and a vendor, and the price is agreeable. But so often I bring a good buyer through, we value a property at X, and the vendor sees that as the first offer and thinks, oh, well, I can get more on the market. And that must be a challenge when you're having these conversations at the moment.
Very, very common. And I think the management of those agendas and those motivations before you even get to the price is critical. So you establish, from my point of view, what a vendor wants, their kind of anticipated price range. Most vendors are as well researched and as thorough as good agents nowadays. We all know that. And by the time I come to you with your clients in place, we can't guarantee that the property will be right, but things like price, that should be dismissed. We should have that set up well before they connect.
A lot of buyers out of Sydney in particular come to me wanting to talk about price per acre. Look, you're a good rural agent. You've had a lot of big rural sales. Can you share your thoughts on that? What land size does it apply to? And what's the current, price per acre in this market across different areas of the Highlands?
Before COVID, that was a bit discretionary, the per acre price. Since COVID, a lot of people have moved into the area. That's obviously driven prices up across the board. Typically the coveted spots, the enclaves like Kangaloon, Glen Quarry, Robertson, Wilds Meadow, they've gone to a point now where for most buyers they're unaffordable and inaccessible. Therefore, areas like Sutton Forest, Canyon Lee and beyond have become quite sought after, only as a function of those spots being unaffordable. The answer to your question directly, Kangaloon now could be $60,000, $70,000 an acre and up. Range Road could be the same, plus further. It's not uncommon to have $90,000 or $100,000 per acre prices, and as a result, you go to places like Canyon Lee. Canyon Lee 2 years ago, 2.5 years ago, was 9, 10-ish, 11,000 per acre, not prescriptively. Now we're selling at 18, 19, 20,000 per acre.
Well, mate, thank you very much for your time today.
Pleasure,
Great to chat.
Okay.
Good stuff.
Cheers, thank you.
Thanks, mate.